Those of you that have been following me for a while know that I am not a gear snob. There are a lot of expensive pieces of gear that I own simply because I really like them. But we need to understand, as martial artists and people in the realm of self-protection, what is good enough. And that's the whole point behind a lot of these, what we can define as Hoodrat arts and crafts, is how to take commonly available things and turn them to our purposes as practitioners of self-defense and not spend $300 on a purpose-built, semi-custom, self-defense knife. When I bought this, and this is like one of the first run ones back in the day when Shivworks was putting these out, this is almost a custom knife. It's built by Trace Rinaldi while he was still alive. I don't even carry this thing anymore because it's a collector's item now. Now, I haven't gotten around to getting one of the newer models that are manufactured elsewhere, which has brought the price significantly down to, I think they're like $150 for one of these. But do we even need to spend that much money? Now, if you want something that's really, really good, yeah, absolutely, buy one of these. But let's not talk about this. Let's talk about what we're attempting to do with something like this. We want a quick access knife that's strong enough to put holes into somebody else. Now, we know that if we ever get into that sort of situation, most likely our very expensive knife is going to sit in an evidence room. The vast majority of us are not soldiers. We're not special operators. We're just Joe Blow civilians walking through our life when we want to get home to our wives and kids and cats and dogs and fish and whatever. We have to deal with the consequences. And like I said, I don't know about you, but I don't want my $300+ amazing artisan level self-defense tool sitting in an evidence locker and rotting away because I had to use it to protect myself. That leads us to what is good enough. And I'm not going to show you anything earth-shaking or groundbreaking here. And I'm not going to do anything that nobody else is doing in this video. So there's nothing really new here. The point is, I want you to think about, and I want you to really, really think about this when you're looking at your loadout and what you carry. What is good enough for what you're doing? Do you need a $2,000 custom 9mm to protect yourself? Or you didn't need a $400 Glock? What do you actually need? So when it comes to these kind of things, I'm a big fan of grocery stores. I really am. And what I'm going to show you here, more as a thought exercise than anything else, is how to set up a simple rig with a with a dirt cheap paring knife that you can purchase at Wally World or any big box store that carries the brand. And it will serve you just as well as something like this. So, what am I talking about? Little trip to Walmart in a goodie bag here. Number one, the only other thing I run on other than coffee is Coca-Cola. A little bit of paracord. It's like, I think this was $2 for this reel of paracord. $2 for some black athletic grip tape. You can find this in the sporting goods section. And finally, a little pièce de résistance, y'all. A one-piece, solid steel, Cuisinart paring knife. Now, the reason I'm a big fan of these Cuisinart knives is, number one, in the package, it already comes with a sheath. You don't have to custom buy anything. Number two, these are solid piece drop forged knives. You don't have to worry about scales coming off or any of that. So there are some issues with this kind of knife, particularly the Cuisinarts, and particularly the drop forged one-piece knives. The handles are a little slippery, but, and here's the thing a lot of people don't think about kitchen knives and these sorts of utilities, is that they're some of the best knives to fit in your hand. Let me pop this little zip tie off of here. Now, what we've got here is a fantastic personal defense knife that fits in your hand like you wouldn't believe. Is comfortable in forward grip, reverse grip, edge in, edge out, edge in, edge out. And it comes with a sheath, a little cheesy sheath. Just like that. Now, what do we do with this thing? Well, one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to take our friction tape here, and I really like this stuff, particularly the black because it's kind of low profile. And we're just going to take a little bit of friction tape, and we are going to ever so carefully wrap this Cuisinart branded piece of plastic in friction tape. Now it's not so shiny. And it also now holds our knife a little better. And all we're worried about with these sorts of things is we're not worried about resheathing these things. All we're worried about is being able to access them quickly and securely without this falling off and, while we're carrying something sharp, cutting ourselves. So, a little bit of friction tape around it works really well. The other thing is it gives you purchase if you are the sort that likes to thumb off your sheath. These are all things you can do with it. And, I'm not doing anything complicated here. This isn't groundbreaking, but it's a way of thinking. It's a way of understanding things. So now what do we do about this relatively smooth, slick surface? And the fact that it is not very concealable, because this is super bright. No matter where I have it on my body, you see the shiny stainless steel. This is where we come back to our friction tape. Now I'm going to show you a little trick that I learned way back in the day doing various forms of stick fighting. And it's a way of creating grips and ridges on things like smooth rattan. So we're going to take a strip of this friction tape, and we are simply going to, with the sticky side out, we're going to twist this. And essentially, we're going to make a rope, a sticky rope, a sticky cord that we can wrap around the handle of that knife. Now, you can do this in single ways, double ways, all sorts of methods you can do it. Now, where did I put that knife? Man, if it weren't for my head being attached, I would absolutely lose it. Oh my goodness, here's my regular pocket knife. Did I stab myself with it? I swear, guys. I swear. There it is. Can't believe I did that. So, anyway, we take our sticky rope and we take it and we wrap it around our handle, just like so. And we can even go back up like so. And now what we've created is a bunch of ridges. so that we can have a better, firmer grip. And what I suggest is you really kind of smush this down against the handle so that it really, really sticks well. And then we're going to take our friction tape and we're going to take a small piece and we're going to flip that small piece over our butt cap, just like that. And we're simply going to cover the end with some tape. So it looks like this. All right. Now we're going to take our friction tape and starting at the bottom, we're going to wrap our knife handle in friction tape. We're going to go up once, and then we're going to go back down. There we go. Ooh, now we have a black knife, tactical, with some really, really good grip mechanics. Now that we've done this, well, how do we carry it? What do we do with it? And for that, we go to our paracord. And we simply pull length of paracord off. Hey, look, you've got a knife. Cut it. Let's go back to our sheath. And we can look at, there's a very clear front side and back side to the knife. So let's put this back in the sheath so we get our orientation right. Fold our cord in half. If you want, you can tie it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I like to. It's kind of like Bob Ross of death over here, you know. Happy little knots. So we take that. We place it against our knife, sheath to be specific. And we take a little bit of our friction tape and we securely wrap it. That is it. No complicated loops, nothing nuts. We just get a good wrap of tape around our knife. There you go. And now this becomes the retention loop on your belt. For those of you that aren't familiar with this sort of carry method, all we do is we take our belt, our cord, we run through it like so, and now we put it in our pocket. And we're able to go to work. So for the price of a 6-pack of beer, you can have a very, very, very effective tool to defend yourself and carry. And depending on your environment, depending on where you live, depending on your morality, this is completely disposable. Your mileage might vary, but I just want you to think about it. And I really want you to think, again, what is good enough, as opposed to just because it's really expensive, it's the answer to all the questions we have.